Hey everybody, it's Michelle with Comfy Cozy Living. Today I have a Goodwill bins haul for you. Now, this one's going to be a much smaller haul than any of my other Goodwill bins hauls have ever been because I really didn't go for very long. My nephew and his girlfriend and their baby, well, he's not baby, my great nephew, were in town, and so we were at my mom's house for a while and ate and everything. And then they were like, I guess she was saying she wanted to go rummage selling, but they didn't have any kind of rummage sales over there. And had I known, this neighborhood had a rummage sale that day, which I missed because I had to pick up the chicken and everything and take it and be there. So I said, well, we could go to the Goodwill bins because I know that, they could look for clothes for all of them and they're so cheap, and they could find toys for Kane and all that stuff. So they said, okay, yeah, and they followed me there because it's like not far. It's just between where I live now and where my mom lives, and it's like two, one turn really. So anyhow, that was on Saturday. So like I said, it wasn't very long. So, but I, managed to get things. So I'm always looking for the paper stuff because simple things like envelopes cost a ridiculous amount of money sometimes, depending on where you go. But if I go to the bins, this practically costs me nothing. And so, like I've also told you, I look for cards like crazy there. Now, I happen to be at a different Goodwill. Okay, 2 different Goodwills this morning. And, it's funny how some of the Goodwills, they bunch cards like in a stack and make a price, and then some of them they put a price on each card, and I'm like, okay, fine, like I get it, like the Dollar Tree sells cards for 50 cents. That's what I'm peeling off right now. I'm seeing these stickers on just a few of them. And because it doesn't matter if there's stickers on stuff at the bins, you just ignore that because that doesn't matter. But I'm pulling them off because, because I use these cards. So most of you guys know or have been the recipient of some of these cards that I send. Because I usually, I write a little message, a little thank you note on the, on a recipe card. That's my MO. And then I enclose a thank you note, or like a card of some sort that you can use. So when I find, okay, so like, how, like today, the store I went to, they had a ton of cards, all labeled individually. If they would have had them bunched, I am sure I probably would have bought a bunch. At least a bunch. Even though, like, I have a ton of cards. But, it just gets to a point where, you just want to stay, you want to stay, what's the word? Not at capacity. You want to stay stocked is the word. I want to stay stocked. So, anyhow, I did not get any cards at the thing today, but I did get these at the bins on Saturday. And, as you can see, it's a stack. And just a moment. Okay, so anyway, I got all these cards. I got a whole bunch. Like, and they're all different. I mean, I saw some birthday cards, some sympathy cards, some thank you cards. Like this one is so cute. I don't even know what it is, but it's adorable. It's from 1998. I mean, let's see what it is. And that's all it is. It's just a blank card. So, yeah. So, anyhow, this is like my biggest one. I always say I always grab all the stationery items I can at the bins. All right. So, then I got this for Nancy, because Nancy collects Snow White. And she didn't have this particular... so I don't go out and buy her everything. But I have snagged a few, like, kind of rare items lately. So a couple of them were just, like, gifts. But then, like, when it comes to some of these books, I, like, check with her to see if she's got this or that. Because, you know, you don't want to... Just because somebody collects something doesn't mean they want to have, you know, multiples of things. So, I got this book, The Christmas Party. It is vintage. Somebody wrote in it, and it says 1902. And it is 1901. And it says here, ready for the party. Yeah, the binding is not the best. But you know what? If you were from 1901, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be held together so well either. And it says, beautifully illustrated by well-known artists. And it has a lot of illustrations on the pages. Like, almost, I think, like, every page has some illustrations. So, and then, yeah, there are a ton of illustrations in this book. It is really worse for the wear. But I actually, and then this is on the back, I think this is amazing because of the, you know, because of the material, the shape it's in. Because, you know, that binding is loose, but it's not missing pages. The pages are all secure. The beginning, like, it just looks like some, I mean, honestly, like, I might be able to, like, glue that part down, and then it would be, you know. So I'm not sure if I'd want to do that or not. But I feel like this could be a pretty valuable book. So I'll have to do some research on that. But it is 122 years old, so anyway. I got this book. Honestly, the cover of it caught my eye. I just thought that it was neat looking. And then it said the Spice Islands Cookbook. And I thought, oh, I know some people that like to have some, you know, like different kind of food, not like all the same, some of the things that we, you know. But then when I found it, this was what it was like. And I could tell that there were pages missing. But I found them. They were all together here. So it's only this little bit. And again, I could glue it in. I don't know. And excuse me, it is from well, copyright 1961. This is the 7th printing, 1968. And it's a softback, but I mean the colors of the some of these images are really cool. And you know, like some of these I like it in the back. It has well, I'm trying to get to the like the beginning of the back, if that makes sense. The beginning of this, whatever this is. Okay. Oh, that sounds good. Okay, so it's called A Guide to Your Spice Shelf. And it is really, this is really informative to me. Because it says the word spices is an all-inclusive term that encompasses not one substance, but 4 distinct categories, which are spices, herbs, aromatic seeds, and seasonings. Now, I'm not going to go into all that right now. I will when I sell it, though. But it makes sense. And you could even add another one called vegetable spices. But it's interesting because that's when you have, like, you know, caraway seed, cloves, yes, please, horseradish, mushrooms, onions, pepper, rosemary, sesame seed, thyme, you know. And then there's a chart, and it's just very informative. Different forms of different herbs and spices and whatnot. Frosted Viennese cooler. This sounds good, honestly. It's a coffee drink. I don't know what Antigua instant coffee is, but this has sugar, boiling water, a stick of cinnamon, 8 whole cloves, 8 whole allspice, half a cup of heavy cream, 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar, 1 tablespoon of vanilla. And I don't know if I said 6 tablespoons of this Antigua instant coffee. I don't know. There's also something called espresso chocolata. So basically espresso with hot chocolate in it and some orange peel. That sounds good too. So yeah, I think this is ginger apple pie. You guys, this just makes me hungry. So anyhow, cool looking book and interesting inside as well. I got this book for the Easter season because it was in good shape. It's from 1947, 1962, renewed 1975. So, I mean, it's still a cute little, oh, that's a cute little illustration. So it's a good one for Easter. I don't always try to go too far ahead, you know, in all of that. But when you find just the right thing, then you kind of got to go with it. And then I found this little one, Magic Chef Cooking. Like I said, I am trying to cut back on some of the cookbooks. But like that spice one, that just seemed cool and different. And then I don't get like all of those secretary cookbooks and all that stuff, because you guys went wild for that, and then all of a sudden it came to a screeching halt. But this one, this Magic Chef one, seems pretty cool. And I wasn't sure if they meant like Magic Chef, because I think that's a appliance brand, but I'm not sure. So anyhow, this is copyright 1936, first, second, third, fourth, 16th edition, December 1937. Still very old. And has a nice table of contents, has illustrations, and preface. And then we got, yeah, let's, I always have to like thumb through from the back. It's just easier for me. Well, there's all kinds of beans. Ooh, apple butter. Whole meal cookery. Malt breakfast food. Oatmeal. Salted almonds. Drip coffee. Percolated coffee. Boiled coffee. And there was this, I just saw a recipe for applesauce. A lot of people make their own applesauce, especially people with babies. Candied sweet potatoes. Bean soup. Lemon sauce. Baked chicken. Butterscotch pie. Oh, that sounds good. Sweetbread pie. Sauerkraut with pork shoulder. Corned beef hash. Beef stew. Baked shrimp. Deviled crab meat. Caramel custard. Chocolate eclairs. Rocks, which doesn't sound good, but if you read the ingredients, butter, brown sugar, eggs, flour, soda, which I think means baking soda. Yeah, because you have to sift it. Cinnamon, salt, raisins, walnut meats, and water. So you never know. Baked fudge. Chocolate roll. Savory beef sandwiches. Ooh, here's a picture of some fancy cookies. Oh, and a sunshine cake lives up to its name. Anyway, and I like a book this small, easy to, deal with, hardcover, all that jazz. So it's in good condition and everything, so that's great. I got this. I'm either going to use this to hold things for, my sales, or I'm going to put it like this to display things, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to have it like this to hold things. Look, somebody painted it all nice, and then it's, so yeah, that's going to be some kind of utilitarian object. Now, this, I couldn't believe it. I honestly can't believe I found this at the bins. What now? And this is made by Threshold at Target. Yeah. 2015. And I still like it. So we'll see if I'm gonna keep it or sell it. If somebody is interested, hit me up. So yeah, because it's super cool. I grabbed this. I'm trying not to get too many more like things like this, but like when you get it for a good price, then I'm gonna grab it. This is the first thing I got. It's by Fun World. And it's made in Taiwan. At first, when I saw it from a distance, I thought, oh, a Manchichi. But it's not a Manchichi because it's from whatever this Fun World is. However, it does suck its thumb, I guess. So, something like that is apparently cute to some. I don't know. It is adorable, I'm sure. I got this. I'm not sure if I'm keeping it or selling it, because this would be something I would love to use at summertime in a spring display, but it's also perfect Christmas colors. And it's also perfect because it has a thing, and my goal is to have a rack where you can hang all the things. So I got this dish. It's a single. You know how I don't care about that. Again, I didn't pay this price. I paid by the pound or whatever. So I just thought it was pretty. And people could easily use this for just like if you have a couple different things, you know, just because they're pretty. But you could put a little candle in here, and that could be part of a vignette. Look at how pretty this is. Yeah, or, I mean, I have other ideas, but no, I'm just going to stick with that because I think it would look nice with a candle in it. And then this, I was bummed that I only found one, but you know what? I'll always keep on looking. It's a hazel atlas. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see. There you go. I think I have it upside down. But anyhow, it's a little dirty, but that'll come clean, I'm sure. Anyhow, and it's a great color, isn't it? So, yeah. I mean, there's just some things that I guess, like, I will always decide to pick up. This might be considered very odd to some people. And that's kind of what I like about it. So, first of all, I guess that's the way that handles it. It's very differently, like the shape is very different. And there are horses, like, sewn in there. And then you've got this button, like a, it's like on there. That's like a permanently sewn. And then the other side is exactly the same. And so then the opening is a magnetic. And there is a zipper on the side. You know. And the inside is this kind of satiny kind of, I don't know. There's a word for this that I can't think of. I used to have like a Moroccan bedroom, and I had this, I can't think of the word for it. But anyway, I honestly am gonna have to do some research about it because I have not a clue. But I thought that it was just different enough for somebody to like it. I don't know why there are holes here. Wait a second. Somebody's got it. They're pinned. It's pinned together. Okay, I'm starting to think that maybe they didn't finish it. Like, all you have to do is sew that up. I don't know. I'm going to have to take a better look at it. Anyhow, very different. And it's kind of like got that micro suede-ish feel. Something like that. Alright. And then this, hopefully, one of my boho girls is going to be like, yes, because this is different. And I went out on a limb because it's definitely vintage. It's by Robbie B. Division of Bender Glick in Chicago. And then it has the care instructions. And look at that. You could tell it's old. Anyhow, this is... I guess it's like a blouse kind of top, but I see it as like a jacket, or if you're a certain size, I see it long or like out but belted. Anyhow, look at this. I mean, what the crushed lusciousness is this? So yeah, I am gonna have to try to lay this out, like button it, like, or somehow get a good picture of it, get an idea of the size of it, because it's funny that it looks very handmade, but it's vintage. It's very vintage. And so, you know, that's probably why. So, I was just walking by and I wasn't really looking at clothes, but then I saw this and I could just see this. Oh my gosh. I mean, in the buttons, I could just see this on somebody, you know, with like a black lacy or purple lacy something underneath, and then a belt, you know. So that's it for that trip to the bins. Like I said, it was quite short. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what your favorite thing is. Yeah, and that's it. Have a great Wednesday. And I hope to see you tomorrow at my sale in the afternoon. All right. Have a good one. Bye.